Vikings defense?
I'm going to say the Vikings defense, and the only reason I'm going to say the Vikings defense is because I think that they've got some things to their advantage. Number one, Aaron Rodgers and Coach LaFleur, they haven't figured things out yet, judging by their performance against the Chicago Bears in Week 1. It was suspect. There is no doubt about that. I think they have to be better. I mean, it wasn't. I'm sorry, not against Chicago in Week 1. Mitchell Trubisky and their offense ineptitude is what saved Green Bay that particular day. Green Bay's defense looked extraordinary. That's not something we expected, even though we expect them to be better than they have in years past. With Minnesota, nobody believes in Kirk Cousins. He's a $28 million man who will be lucky to get you to the playoffs. Most times, he'll look good in the regular season, but not good enough to get you to the playoffs or get a win once he arrives in the playoffs the one time that he got there. When you look at the rest of the crew, Anthony Harris, Anthony Barr, Daniel Hunter, Linval Joseph, and these boys, that defense is real. Coach Zimmerman, I mean, the man coaches defense. He knows what he's doing. And I think if this were later in the season, Green Bay would have an advantage. But because it's early, I would give the advantage to Minnesota right now.
Look, Mike Zimmer has a head coaching job largely because people believe maybe he had defensive schemes that could slow up Aaron Rodgers. But LaFleur, as you said, Stephen A., seems to have done a pretty good job of that himself, or maybe it's Aaron Rodgers' fault, right? I think the Packers are not going to have a repeat performance of that offense. Just hard for me to imagine Aaron Rodgers coming off a 10-point performance is going to struggle to that extent. To me, the more interesting question is the Packers' defense, which you mentioned was really, really good Week 1, versus the Vikings' offense, which looks like it can be a dynamic offense. That's the key, because what did Aaron Rodgers say after that win against Chicago, which does not, although last year the offense was more dynamic than given credit for. He said, we have a defense. If you finally give Aaron Rodgers a defense, what does that mean? So I need to see if that Packers defense is real, and that's the matchup I'm looking for, Packers defense versus Vikings offense.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, guys, we got to get to break, all right? So we're just going to take a quick break, and we have more to come on First Take. Stay with us.